An Epistle to Robert Nugent ESQ1 by Jonathan Swift, with a picture of Dr. Swift, by William Duncan Roman 500, to gratify thy long desire so love and piety require from Bindon's colours, you may trace the patriot's venerable face. The last O Nugent which his art shall ever to the world impart, for know the prime of mortal men, that matchless monarch of the pen, whose labours like the genial sun, shall through revolving ages run, yet never like the sun decline, but in their full meridian shine, that ever honoured envied sage, so long the wonder of the age who charmed us with his golden strain. Is not the shadow of the Dean, he only breathes Boeotian air, oh what a falling off was there. Hibernia's Helicon is dry invention, wit and humour die, and what remains against the storm of malice but an empty form? The nodding ruins of a pile that stood the bulwark of this isle, in which the sisterhood was fixed of candid honour, truth, unmixed imperial reason, thought profound, and charity diffusing round in cheerful rivulets, to flow of fortune to the sons of woe. Such one my Nugent was thy Swift, endued with each exalted gift, but lo, the pure ethereal flame is darkened by a misty steam, the balm exhausted breathes no smell, the rose is withered ere it fell. That godlike supplement of law which held the wicked world in awe, and could the tide of faction stem, is but a shell without the gem. Ye sons of genius who would aim to build an everlasting fame, and in the field of lettered arts display the trophies of your parts, to yonder mansion turn aside, and mortify your growing pride. Behold the brightest of the race and nature's honour in disgrace with humble resignation. Own that all your talents are alone by Providence advanced for use, which you should study to produce reflect the mental stock, alas. However current now it pass may haply be recalled from you, before the grave demands his due then. While your morning star proceeds, direct your course to worthy deeds, in fuller day discharge your debts, for when your sun of reason sets the night succeeds, and all your schemes of glory vanish with your dreams. Ah, where is now the supple train that danced attendance on the D? Say, where are those facetious folks who shook with laughter at his jokes, and with attentive rapture hung on wisdom dropping from his tongue, who looked with high disdainful pride on all the busy world beside, and rated his productions more than treasures of Peruvian ore? Good Christians, they with bended knees engulfed the wine, but loathed the lees averting, so the text commands, with ardent eyes and upcast hands the cup of sorrow from their lips, and fly like rats from sinking ships. While some who by his friendship rose to wealth in concert with his foes run counter to their former track, like old Actfan's horrid pack of yelling mongrels in requitals to riot on their master's vitals, and where they cannot blast his laurels attempt to stigmatize his morals, through scandals magnifying glass his foibles view, but virtues pass, and on the ruins of his fame erect an ignominious name. So vermin foul of vile extraction, the spawn of dirt and putrefaction, the sounder members traverse o'er but fix and fatten on a sore. Hence peace, ye wretches, who revile his wit, his humour, and his style, since all the monsters which he drew were only meant to copy you, and if the colours be not fainter, arraign yourselves, and not the painter. But oh, that he who gave him breath, dread arbiter of life and death, that he the moving soul of all the sleeping spirit would recall, and crown him with triumphant meeds for all his past heroic deeds, in mansions of unbroken rest the bright republic of the blessed. Irradiate his benighted mind with living light of light refined, and there the blank of thought employ with objects of immortal joy. Yet while he drags the sad remains of life, slow creeping through his veins above the views of private ends, the tributary muse attends to prop his feeble steps, or shed the pious tear around his bed. So pilgrims with devout complaints frequent the graves of martyred saints, inscribe their worth in artless lines, and in their stead embrace their shrines. Footnote 1. Created Baron Nugent and Viscount Clare Deck 2017 66 Scott.